How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a NoLimits2 construction challenge with Drake, the coaster boss, and
Indeed. The
me.
one and only.
And Brandon will be commentating every now and then as well. He's here too. Say hello, Brandon, from Coasters Worldwide.
Hey. Oh,
Just
that
emo.
Wow. And we're going to be doing an Intamin hyper. The only rule is it must be within 200 to 299 feet tall. And it must use Intamin trains, so it could be an Intamin of any kind. It could be an Intamin rocket coaster, which like i305 strange, which I think I'm going to use. It could use twisted, Wicked Twisters trains. It could use Millennium Forces trains.
Whoa.
But I'm going to use i305 trains, so that's what I'm going to go with. Gonna make sure we heartline our rails. And we're not going to set a strict time limit, but we're going to say, hey, don't take too long. Try to complete this in an hour. It's 2:13 p.m. right now, Eastern Time. Let's go. Okay, everybody, this is the halfway mark, ish. There's no set, time limit on what we're doing right now, but this is what I have so far. It's very interesting looking. Haven't done any banking yet. Literally just making this right here. So, yeah. Banking is next. And fast forward again. Brandon, are you excited to see these?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing? What is Brandon doing?
Probably like off or something.
No, I'm laying in my bed.
That's all you have to
Hmm?
do? Is that all you have to do?
Pretty much.
Traded than mine are.
Well, yeah, it's like i305 style. You whip from to the left to right. The power just went out. For those of you watching, the power just went out, so I'm just kind of wait for the internet to come back on, and I'll connect in a second. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are now depumping some vertices right now, and it's been an hour and 7 minutes so far. It is now 3:22. The power went out at my place here for about 30 seconds or so. It was enough to knock all the internet out and crap, and so we had to kind of pause for like 5 minutes and to make sure Maverick, my pet lizard, he's a bearded dragon, was okay, because make sure his heat lamps came back on, because he's a reptile, needs to be warm. But yeah, we're depumping these vertices right now. I'd say the layout's halfway over. We're just going to end with some small twists and hills and turns maybe, and make our way back to the station for a solid ride, and then we'll start working on making the ride pretty. Drake, how's it going over there?
Well, my coaster's sitting at about 5,800 feet long. I'm about to pull up to the brake run and put in some of that final work, and then start working on theming.
Okay, so Drake's probably a little more detail focused when it comes to supports. He'll spend a bit more time on supports than I will. Basically, I'm going to do fancy supports on two things. I'm going to do fancy supports on the lift hill and the big airtime hill, and everything else will just kind of, I'll use the easy supports. Of course, I'll adjust them here and there, but for the most part, pretty easy. Then I'll put some trees and theming in. And terrain, of course, will be before the supports. Just adjusting my banking here. As I did just depump, I want to make sure my vertices are perfect. Most coasters, a lot of times after I depump like 5 times, I will really mess with the roll points because it only changes it by a degree or two. But a degree or two can be quite a lot when you're dealing with a ride like this.